And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players welcome up. Everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Tyrese Maxey, Oubre out there with Edwards. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's George in at the 2.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word. We have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They're plenty talented. Thank you, Shams. Now, Maxey. After OG Anunoby missed from long range. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Maxey.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Bridges against George. Bridges gets to Yabusele. George with the defensive effort.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
And that one's good, Maxey.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
Here's Yabusele. Oh, good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Embiid with the screen on Bridges. Outside, George. Over in the corner, Edwards. Off target from outside. For New York, they've gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Here's Bridges. Good D by Embiid. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here. George passes to Embiid. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Here's Yabusele. For 3, Bridges. The shot comes out. George with the defensive effort. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, well this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Back to you guys.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror. with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold on Father Time?
Now the 76ers with it. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Jalen Brunson just checked in for Yabusele. Knicks trail by 10. Here's Brunson. Lets a floater go, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Amazing floater from Brunson. He continues to show how dangerous he can be.
George with the screen on Bridges, and Embiid in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Embiid's got 9 points.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
George with the screen on Bridges. Outside, George. Embiid finds George. Embiid sets the pick for George. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Towns down low, working on George. And it's Towns missing. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 13-4 run right now. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
To the inside. Stolen by Brunson. And so it's Philadelphia. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Philadelphia.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this.
And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Embiid. Tyrese Maxey out there with George. Then there's Oubre, and it's Edwards in at the 3, the small forward. Runs in the pass to Hart. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers leading by 7. And stolen by Hart. To the middle. And the dunk by Towns.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Up top, Maxey. Defended by Bridges. Embiid, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up with the New York Knicks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Outside, Towns. Towns, a screen on Embiid. Brunson finds Towns. Bridges outside. Clock at 4. New York needs to get off a shot. And that one's good. Towns. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. They're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it. The defense unable to fight through that screen, and it results in an open look.
New York shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Now, here's Maxey. Down low, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on Towns.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moves like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Oubre, a screen on Bridges, and Embiid in the corner. Offline with his three.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Anunoby kicks to Hart. Towns sets the pick for Hart. It's stolen by Edwards.
2 minutes remaining.
That's to Embiid.
2 minutes.
Edwards looking it over. Embiid with a screen on Hart. Oubre, and it's in there. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Here's Hart. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Hooks one up and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one goes on Anunoby.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. They throw good, Paul George. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Guys, back over to you.
Oh, yeah, he can knock them down. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Hart after the Sixers pick up 2. Anunoby finds Hart. And he banks in the layup. Hart's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
26-17.
Oubre sets the screen for Maxey. Embiid in the corner. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Runs in the pass to Hart and stolen by Maxey. Here's George. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Philadelphia. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percent. All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Arena Entertainment.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
And you are going to see this defense now switch things up against him, but he has the skill set to counter that.
In at the guard spots, Brunson and Clarkson. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Kolek in at the small forward. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half. Robinson, a screen on McCain. The drive by Clarkson. And then Robinson slams it in.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Robinson misses. Philadelphia leading by 11. And he jams it with authority.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
McCain gets a wide open look. Again, Philadelphia.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Miles McBride's checked in for the Knicks. The Knicks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. To the paint, deflects the pass, and stolen by Drummond. And he drives in, and he converts the layup. McCain's got 6 points.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
Inside, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looks like a let-up from the team in the lead.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
As the 25th pick back in the 21 draft, Tim, what's enabled Quentin Grimes to really break through here recently?
It's pretty simple, Kevin. His opportunity. He finally got that chance to be able to be free offensively to show what his ceiling is, a much larger role offensively. Kind of reminds you of Jamal Murray a little bit, particularly now that he's got the green light.
So he's had the body, had the skills. It was just, as you're saying, the opportunity there to really capitalize.
Absolutely unencumbered on that end of the floor. It's amazing how guys can break through.
38-25.
Here's Grimes, defended by McBride. Drummond the screen, Grimes. Another shot, and it's Drummond missing.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Pass to Dadier. Here's Robinson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hey, Tim, what are some of the keys to sticking around for role players fighting to remain at the NBA level?
Well, if you are a role player in this league, you need to understand you need to work at everything, but be exceptional at something. And I think that's the key. Growing up, all of these guys were stars. Now you've got to fit in and understand on a given night what your role is.
And your thing, your sensational aspect was your three-point shooting.
You've got to do it better than anybody else, Kevin. It's got to be at an elite level because there are guys out there waiting to take your job.
And you were elite.
Line, 2 shots.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, GA, there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their 2 best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link. It has some truth to it.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
The drive by Clarkson. And stolen by Drummond. We've got 28 seconds left in the 3rd. The shot by Watford, no good. Knicks trail by 17. Here's Dadier. Misses from short range. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Clarkson kicks to Robinson. That's a two-pointer from Walker, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
Tyrese Maxey.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got George, Kelly Oubre out there with Embiid. Then there's Edwards. And it's Maxey in at the point. The 76ers leading by 19 points. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Back to Bridges. Robinson a screen on George. Bridges passes to Robinson. Clock is at 3. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
76, 27.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. George. Sweet little floater.
Paul George.
And the 76ers lead by 21.
And this is George at his best, taking it at the defense, playing downhill.
Bridges kicks to Towns. Pass to Hart. Towns a screen on Maxey. Back to Towns. Got a piece of it. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And the relentless pace has really taken a toll on the opposition.
Bridges against Maxey. Oubre outside. George in the post. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Knicks trail by 20. Anunoby kicks to Hart. Pass to Towns. Count it!
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
76ers lead, 48-30.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. For New York, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, it's the biggest reason they have the lead right now. They have just been flat out the more physical team.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
Doesn't take much for Maxey to find a lane to the rim.
Anunoby kicks to Hart. Robinson sets a screen for Hart. George with the steal. Bridges with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Back to Hart. Here's the teardrop. Second chance shot. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And a deep 3 from George. Quick shot there, and it's off target. New York moving the ball around. No good that time. Great D that time from Edwards.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Philadelphia.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
And Towns no good on that one. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting with the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. It's an 18-point lead. Plays it up and banks it in.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Hart finds Bridges. From deep three-point land. He can't get that one. Bridges with the steal. Robinson on the wing. Up top, Anunoby. That one misses. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that...
matchup in the guard position tonight, Clark. Should be a fun battle for the fans.
I agree. I mean, every kid loves to dribble and shoot, so it's a blast to watch the pros do it, the best in the world. Plus, if there's any ankle breaking going on tonight, you know it's going viral.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. And it's Wagner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That one falls.
Towns is so dangerous in the paint. He's got the ability to just muscle through most any defense.
Banchero with a screen on Bridges. Suggs the pass to Wagner. And a miss there on the triple. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, the Magic now looking to take the next step, Clark.
You know, B.A., making the playoffs was the first step for this young core. And now that they have some experience, they've added some talent, too. So they're determined to continue to progress towards championship contending status.
And that one drops. Wagner's got his second basket.
Wagner grinding down low. Big man putting in the work.
Bridges passes to Robinson. Banchero against Towns. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Bridges against Suggs. Bridges passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
And the dunk by Wagner.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
The 3 from Suggs. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist.
Shooting in good rhythm there. Suggs off the catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Bridges outside from 15 feet away. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him. And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, B.A., building their draft assets. They cashed them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner.
Number 34.
Banchero the screen. From deep, Bain. Always a nice way to start. Takes his first one.
Anytime he can, Bain is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
Bridges passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
Banchero surveys. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. With the teardrop. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick and roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
Kicks it out Towns. Wagner against Anunoby. Towns passes to Bridges. Towns a screen on Suggs. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Completing the fast break, Carter Jr. there, showing you what it looks like to be a rim runner.
Pass to Robinson. Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Banchero. Stolen by Carter. And another fast break for Orlando. The Magic on the move. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
There's 38 seconds left in the first. Suggs, the pass to Carter. And it's New York with a rebound. Now Bridges. Pass to Hart. Towns on a screen. Now Robinson. He's checked by Carter.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
1 second left. And a big finish by Robinson.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in the groove early. Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Mitchell. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the center position. Here's Wagner, just 5 to shoot, and Anunoby pulls it down. Well, when you need a bucket late in games, Franz Wagner seems to be your guy, Clark.
Yeah, he's made a name for himself as a fourth quarter producer. I mean, time and time again, Wagner has made a big play at both ends of the floor to help his team late. And that's how you become a clutch performer.
Carter, good.
When they get it to Carter Jr. down low, it's normally a fruitful trip.
Suggs against Bridges. To the paint. Robinson passes to Bridges. Towns is screen on Suggs. Here's Bridges. Oh, nice D from Carter. Well, Orlando's shooting a fantastic 57%. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Back over to you, BA.
Thank you, Allie. New York working the ball around now. Pass to Bridges. Towns is screen on Suggs. Back to Towns. Anunoby, a screen on Banchero. Here's Towns. Towns owning it inside.
And I'm trying to think of how many 7-footers I know with that level floater in their arsenal. It's a short roll call list, folks.
Carter can't get it to go. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Wagner for 3. Offensive rebound. Knicks leading by 4. Bridges with it. Screen by Robinson. Inside. Puts the move on. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, I love the activity in the pick and roll from Bridges. Delivering a dime right on the money.
Wagner, the pass to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Stolen by Bain. In transition, the Magic on the run. Banchero with a screen on Hart. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Here's Carter. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production. The Knicks have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
Orlando ball.
Orlando trailing here. Suggs surveys the D. Banchero with a screen on Bridges. Robinson with a double. Suggs, the pass to Carter. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Robinson with a steal.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Out to Bridges. Robinson, a screen on Banchero. Here's Bridges. And that one good. And the Knicks lead by 4.
And that's a tough shot, but Bridges makes it look routine.
22.
Wagner against Anunoby. And Wagner gets it to go.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Towns. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
New York shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
You know, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Knicks leading by. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, it's been quite a game for Mitchell Robinson.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Brunson and Clarkson are the guard set. Then it's Gershon Yabusele. And it's Porty in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown. Making a name for himself, Goga Batadze. What do you like about him, Clark?
Well, you start with that wingspan and his basketball IQ. I mean, anytime he's near the rim, he's a problem at both ends. He's got a knack for scoring the ball in the paint. And again, you just can't overlook that size and length.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
On the wing, Isaac to the middle. They double him with Yabusele. Here's Batadze. That shot off. Great D that time from Yabusele. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
For the tie, gets the 3 ball to go. Black's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Brunson finds Yabusele. And he drives in. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Here's Black. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And Batadze throws it down.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Knicks trail by 4. Outside Brunson, and the foul called on Anthony Black. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. There's a screen, pass to Yabusele.
On defense, Isaac uses his length well. The shooter really has a tough time escaping his presence.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said They're gritty. They find a way to win. They never quit. Bring that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Yay, back to you.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Clarkson for three. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Here's Isaac going inside. Oh, misses the dunk. Here we go, one-on-one. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. There's a screen. Here's Brunson. Count that one. Brunson's got his first bucket in this one.
And I love the trust between Brunson and his guys. I mean, working so hard to set each other up.
Isaac with a screen on Brunson. Now here's Black. Tight defense on him. Here's Batase. Uses the glass on the layup. Batase's got 6 points in the quarter.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. 4-point game. Clock at 6. Pass to Accordi. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So New York ends up going with a whole new group. Orlando making some changes. Here's Orlando. They're on an 11-2 run. And Carroll with a screen on Anunoby. Wagner, the pass to Wagner. 24 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Wagner. Back to Wagner. Robinson with a steal. Towns against Suggs. Towns on a screen. Here's Bridges. Blocked! And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wagner. Here's Towns. And it's good. Hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking...
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Orlando ahead, up by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for Orlando right now, the Wagner brothers both on the floor. Franz at small forward, Mo in the middle. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. And it's Ben Carroll in at the 4-man position. And rejected.
Big-time denial that time by Wagner. Boy, he put some plaster on that one.
That's in, coming off an assist from Ben Carroll. And the Magic lead by 6. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
33.
And Carroll with a screen on Anunoby. Kicks it out to Wagner. Let's go with a 3. Connects from downtown. Wagner's got 5 points in the quarter.
Good to see Wagner knock down the 3.
Towns a screen on Suggs. Pass to Robinson. Here's Towns. And stolen by Suggs. And it's Orlando on the break. Now here's Wagner. Robinson defending. Anunoby for 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. It's stolen by Hart. Inside, Towns. Hart finds Robinson. And Carroll comes with a double team. Outside Anunoby. rebound.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Bancaro. Here's Suggs. He shoots. Oh, the shot is off.
And just executing your offense earlier in the clock helps you avoid shots like that.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to...
And they stop the action here. They're using their coach's challenge.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Anunoby. Wagner with the rebound.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Here's Bancaro. Takes a three from distance. Paolo. Well, Clark, players sometimes talk about the game slowing down as they gain experience.
Well, it's the benefit of experience, understanding situations, having gone through various situations as you get more engaged in the league over time. The more you understand where you're supposed to be, usually you can get there on time or early, and you're more reactive versus thinking. Virtually no way to stop Towns. He's extremely dangerous that close to the bucket.
Bancaro! Up again! Just in time with the putback.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Magic.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
Wagner with a screen on Anunoby. Bancaro drives to the hoop.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Outside Bridges. Towns down low. Guarded by Bancaro. Oh, a matching slam. Back and forth they go.
Magic lead, 49-39.
Wagner against Anunoby. Bancaro the screen. Wagner looking it over. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
So it's the Magic winning this one easily. They have to feel good about this performance. It's
Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. A look at the starting group for the Magic. Running out on the wings, they'll have Bane and Wagner. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
Banchero, a screen on Oubre. Right side Bane. Banchero, a screen on George. Just 5 to shoot. And that one drops.
Yeah, finessing his way around down low. Suggs found an opening for the score.
Here's Maxey. And a missed layup.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Wagner from long range. And the Magic another 3.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wheels that one in off the contact. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
So, Stan, when you look at how the Magic defend, can you remember a time when so many of the league's best defenses were all so young?
Well, Kevin, it's something we associate with more veteran teams, but the modern game is so demanding, it may be tilting toward these young legs.
Here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
I like the way Carter Jr. plays. He gives you the size, and he gives you the toughness.
George, that's a two-pointer. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks. And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Wagner with it, picked up by Edwards. Banchero against Oubre. And Banchero, here we go. And finished off by Banchero.
And that drive gives Banchero all the momentum he needs. And boy, he turns it into an explosive finish.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And it goes down 2 points.
Well, if you overplay Bane on the perimeter, he can take you inside.
Maxey into the lane. Takes it off the glass. Maxey's got 11.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Embiid against Carter. Carter with a screen on Maxey. Bane inside the three-point line. The wing jumper off target.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The offensive rebound. Pass to Banchero. Carter with a screen on Edwards. Here's Banchero for 3. Drills the three-pointer. 10 points for him.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
And it's George finishing it off.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And so it's the Orlando Magic with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
On the court for Orlando, Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bane. And it's Carter in at the center, locking down the middle. From deep, Maxey, and Bane pulls it down. Magic leading by 8. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Guys, back over to you.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie.
He's so agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory. And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. To Stan, you don't see a whole lot of players 6'10" with the perimeter skills of a Franz Wagner.
Oh, you sure don't, Kevin. And not a guy with his size, strength, and skill, and he can create shots for himself. He can finish through contact, and he will also create shots for his teammates.
And then Carter with the dunk.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Count the basket. Maxey's got 15 points.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Carter finds Bane. Banchero, a screen on Maxey. Maxey against Bane. Carter. The shot, no good. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 6. From deep three-point territory. Maxey passes to Embiid. Good work defensively by Carter.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Maxey with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Embiid from outside. Kept alive. And Edwards is right there.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Carter sets the pick for Wagner. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Wagner against Oubre. Wagner outside. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rebound by the Magic. They've led by as much as 10. And it's Banchero top the key. Drives to the hoop. And finished off by Banchero.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
And that one's good. Maxey
playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Pass to Wagner. Back to Carter. Lays it up off the glass. Carter's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the shot goes in from Embiid.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
And finished off by Wagner.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Now Suggs. He nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And so it's the Orlando Magic going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Watford out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Walker. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's McCain in a 2-guard. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. So, Stan, let me pose this question. What do you think is the most important thing to stress in youth basketball?
I think there's 2 things, Kevin, that need to be stressed in youth basketball. The first one is love the game. Make it enjoyable for guys because, look, if kids love it and enjoy it, they'll keep playing it, they'll keep practicing it, and they'll get better. And then the second thing that goes along with that is the fundamentals. You can never do too much work on footwork, ball handling, and things like that. Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get better.
Here's Black. He's guarded by Grimes. A nice shot by Black. And the Magic lead by 8.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here he goes. A nice shot by Black.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
For the 3. Rebounded by Isaac.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
McCain against Wagner. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 12-point Magic lead.
And at 6'11", Wagner is a threat inside. Good to see him going up with confidence down there.
And a wide open look for Walker. Offensive rebound. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Well, look, you can't let Wagner get this deep. You deserve to get dunked on when you give him this position.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And McCain drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now, here's Richardson. Hasn't made one yet. Drills it from outside. Richardson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:59 left here in the third quarter. In the corner, it's Watford. Pass to Grimes. 5 on the clock. Good work there as it goes. Grimes has got 7 points for the quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Black in the post. He's guarded by Grimes. A nice shot by Black.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
There's 48 seconds left in the third. On the wing, Isaac. Here's McCain. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure.
Here's De Silva. Guarded by Walker. Count that bucket. De Silva's got his second basket of the game. Here's McCain. From down in the low post, it goes.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's Black, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Magic shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Got it off in time. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Orlando with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their strategy.
All right, fans.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Orlando leading by 16. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. They've got Richardson. Isaac out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's Black. And it's De Silva in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Isaac. Second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. Isaac's got his first basket.
And one area Isaac must continue to improve upon has the size to dominate inside. Now just needs to add the muscle.
And it's Paul George with the finish.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Here's Black. He's covered by Maxey. Black the pass to Isaac. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Assist from.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
George. Here's Embiid. Yep, that one goes in there.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid hard to deny.
To the left wing. Here's De Silva. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Richardson. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, you got to push Isaac out of the paint. Once he's got that position, he is going to be all over the rim.
Oubre can't get it to go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Embiid. Rebounded by Isaac. Magic leading by 20. To the paint. Here's Wagner. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Maxey. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
first personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
team
And
foul.
Orlando making a change here. Carter's checked in.
For your sixth.
Maxey hits them both. Orlando's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Kicks it out to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And Banchero is just so enthusiastic. He keeps raising the energy he's bringing to the offensive end.
And George got this stuff.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Here's Suggs. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Slam call when he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
Justin Edwards.
That's on Justin Edwards.
Oh, what focus from Suggs. Refusing to let the hit throw him off.
76ers have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Maxey kicks to George. Driving in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And George drops them both.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Orlando.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jalen Suggs.
He came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
Wagner against Oubre. Beyond the arc. And it's Wagner missing. Outside, Maxey. Back to Edwards. Maxey on the wing. Embiid from outside. It's hauled in by the Magic. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Bane. Fires from way outside. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg and NM.
get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. We've got OG Anunoby. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Josh Hart. And it's Bridges in at the point guard position. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, Bridges proving to be solid in the pick and roll. They like him now handling in this situation.
And Maxey, here we go. Counted.
Sometimes your only option is to go to the floater, and that is money.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. We talked about the matchup issues that Karl Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Back over to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
B.A., I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive plays in his defensive career. And offensively, he's proven more than just a three-point shooter. That fadeaway jump shot game is real.
Here's Embiid after the basket by New York on the other end. Pass to Edwards. The three is up. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. Just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
Towns, a screen on George. Bridges passes to Towns. New York working the ball around now. Towns on a screen. Back to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. George over to help. New York needs to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Sixers ball.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Oubre, a screen on Bridges. Maxey passes to Embiid. Offline with a 3. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far.
Let's remember this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
George feels it out a bit. Over Towns. George's shot is off.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Anunoby passes to Robinson. Back to Anunoby.
2 minutes.
Robinson, a screen on Edwards. Anunoby on the take.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power, athleticism, beautifully done.
One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
And New York has possession, following the score by Philadelphia.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
Edwards a screen on Hart. Hart against George. The three-pointer off the mark. New York leading by 4. Hart goes in. Outside Robinson for 3. Bridges passes to Robinson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Embiid, a screen on Bridges. Here's Maxey. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Towns, a screen on George. Pass to Towns. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Maxey. Here's Embiid. The Sixers again can't hit. The Knicks have got all 6 shots to fall in the first. Towns, a screen on Maxey. Bridges passes to Towns. It's stolen by Maxey. They've got numbers with 4 on the clock. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Remains Philadelphia ball.
Here's Embiid. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. 8 points for Joel Embiid. It's stolen by Maxey. Mitchell Robinson has been on display for New York. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Time for... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in at the 2-guard spot. Out to Oubre. Here's the 3. Fires in the triple. Oubre's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
But he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Guys, back to you.
Physical. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's Anunoby. Towns outside. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. They get it again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Pass to Embiid. 4-3. The Knicks with the rebound. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Greg.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Maxey attacking. George passes to Embiid. Philadelphia moving it around. Embiid elevates.
The Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Driving to the basket. Towns against Oubre. Towns down low.
Big time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
Embiid, a screen on Hart. Embiid, high post. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
To the paint. And stolen by Edwards. And here comes the break. Robinson with a steal. Towns passes to Robinson. Goes back up. Kicks it out Towns. Robinson a screen on George. Towns into the lane. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, you can see the work Karl Anthony Towns put in on that handle. That was special.
Pass to Embiid from the arc. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. Hart with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Outside Robinson. Outside Hart. Kicks it out Towns. Clock at 4. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
George against Hart. Pass to Embiid. Outside Edwards. Stolen by Bridges. Fast break. Here comes New York. Oh, George with a steal. It's 2-on-1. Here's Maxey. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Maxey's got 6.
And Maxey is especially dangerous in these situations. When he has room to run, good luck stopping him.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For 3, Bridges. Here's Towns. The big man, Cat.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Takes a 13-footer. Embiid from outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Well, thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
And get ready for the fans half-court shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
His power is unbelievable, an intimidating force when he's at his best.
In today's game, it seems like running a good offense can come down to getting favorable switches to us.
It does, B.A. You see so many of the great teams, those competing for championships. What is their primary goal on offense? Find the weakest target defensively and go at them.
They've got Quentin Grimes. Trendon Watford is out there with Jabari Walker. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's McCain in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Drummond with the bucket.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to draw Drummond as my assignment inside. You body him up, hack him, it still has no effect on him.
Outside Brunson. Here's Dadier. Walker covering. Pass to Yabusele. 3 on the clock. Fires for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
All right, Doris, for the Knicks, would you run a 2-man with Brunson and Cat or stagger their minutes?
B.A., I think the answer is you do both, obviously. But if you stagger it, it's because of what they're not doing on the defensive end. Teams will target Brunson and Cat because they are not elite defensive players. But at the same time, they are both elite offensive players. And there will be moments, particularly late game, where you want your best players on the floor. So the answer is both.
Here's Brunson. It's Brunson working inside.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Watford outside. Pass to Drummond. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Good on the shot. Drummond's got the second bucket. Knicks leading by 3. Clarkson passes to Brunson. Ball stolen. Watford with it. Now guarded by Yabusele. Pass to Drummond. And the layup is good off the glass. Drummond's got 6.
Boy, you love the kind of space that Andre Drummond eats up on the interior. Some guys don't play up to their size. Andre Drummond sure does.
Here's Akporti. Back to Yabusele. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. Yabusele's got his first 2 points.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Grimes, the pass to Drummond. The layup misses. The Knicks have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Akporti over Drummond. New York working the ball around now. Yabusele outside. Down low. Snatched away. Here's Grimes. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Wow, that's a big-time power play by Quentin Grimes. Nice finish.
Yabusele a screen on McCain. And Clarkson, here we go. It's good.
Jordan Clarkson.
And the Knicks lead by 3.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Well, one thing we know about Jordan Clarkson, he's going to shoot it, Doris.
Well, B.A., he's been given the green light by virtually every coach he's played for. He's been one of those guys off the bench that you can count on for consistent productivity, and that's invaluable. Listen, the bench has got to produce if you're going to be an effective team.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The Knicks are able to play 5 out, and Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Brian, back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Watford. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist.
Come on now, that's easy money.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. They lead by 1. Brunson penetrating. Yabusele, a screen on McCain. Pass to Yabusele. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Prime shot is off. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Knicks out in front. They lead by 3. And 4th quarter basket. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Robinson in at the 5. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for New York?
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away, just doing a great job creating chaos.
Maxey attacking. A clear look for Embiid. Money on the 19-footer.
Yeah, good things happen when Embiid has the ball in his hands. I mean, this guy can do it all.
Towns a screen on George. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
George a screen on Bridges. Maxey passes to Embiid. Oh, Embiid knocking it down from downtown.
And we know Embiid has this kind of touch from deep. Nice triple.
Robinson a screen on George. Here's Bridges. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Paul George.
First team foul.
First free throw is good.
This guy is such a high-effort player. Mikal Bridges does everything he can to make sure he's the hardest-working guy out there.
Well, injury's a nightmare for the Sixers, Graham. Last season, a league-high 55 different starting lineups.
Yeah, B.A., and their lowest win total since 2016. But some silver linings. Jared McCain was on track for Rookie of the Year before he went down. And Quentin Grimes also impressive.
Towns passes to Robinson. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is.
George with it. Edwards a screen on Hart. George drives in. Embiid fires. He drills the wide open jumper.
He really thrives in high-pressure moments. That's a big-time play.
It's Bridges on the wing. George defending. Robinson a screen on George. Here's Robinson. Outside Bridges. Now Robinson from 17 feet out, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Sixers ball.
The 76ers have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. And Maxey, here we go. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
Oh, commanding the ball in big spots. Maxey is so fearless.
Here's Robinson. Ooh, using 2 hands to power it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
How big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Robinson, a screen on George. Here's Towns. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Robinson, a screen on George. Now Robinson. It's stolen by Maxey.
They've got to tighten up the ball control. That pass was just too easy to defend.
George, a screen on Bridges. Outside Embiid. Fires the 3. Bridges pulls it down. The Knicks have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Robinson, a screen on Edwards. Now Robinson. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
George sets a screen. Oh, an answer slam.
Tyrese Maxey lives for these moments. Loves coming through in the clutch.
Robinson, a screen on Maxey. Here's Towns. Using the glass to lay it in.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. George, a screen on Bridges. Now Embiid, wide open. Cashes it in.
These are the moments Embiid loves. Enjoys being the player for this team to take and make clutch shots.
Robinson, a screen on Edwards. Hart can't hit it. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We'll get right. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. They've got Josh Hart. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. Yes, sir! Count it!
Inside, Towns can be so physical, guys, and that makes him tough to cover.
Oubre, a screen on Bridges. And Maxey, here we go. Here's Edwards. And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Into the lane. The shot is money.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Now Hart. Robinson up top. Now Bridges. Banks it home. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does.
Second to the review foul.
Ruling on the floor.
First team foul.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now Towns. Karl Anthony Towns doing his thing inside.
side.
Don't you love how Towns' hands are always ready to receive the pass? Terrific job on the pick and roll.
Here's Maxey. Well, overtime basketball. About a minute and a half played. 6 to shoot. He takes it in. Oubre! Towns rips down the board.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Outside Anunoby. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
Towns is screen on Maxey. Hart goes in. Towns. Cleared away by Embiid. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field as OT gets going.
You have to love that effort, getting after the basketball, fighting for a possession.
Robinson, a screen on Edwards. Here's Robinson, and stolen by Edwards. Now George. It's stolen by Hart. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Joel Embiid. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Knicks.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
Oubre, a screen on Anunoby. Here's Embiid. He launches. No good from 3.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. They escape with the... All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
got a battle of the big men inside, Clark. Both teams with talented front courts.
Well, these teams rely heavily on their 4 and 5 guys, Kevin. It's going to be, I think, a lot of fun to watch. So keep that isolated cam on the paint area. That's where most of the action is going to take place.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, how about the ball handling from Bridges? Just taking his time in that pick and roll.
Carter with a screen on Bridges. Teardrop shot. They grab their own miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Hart, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Bane with the bucket.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bane, so dangerous from out there.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a three-point game. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Towns kicks to Hart. Into the lane. Just 5 on the clock. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Hart.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here is Carter. Back to Suggs. From downtown. It's rebounded by New York. Yeah, unfortunate injury aside, Jalen Suggs Clark has really come into his own now.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, hitting his stride in a major way. I mean, he seems to have really figured the game out, how to utilize his gifts and tools. He was always a great defender. Offensively, I think, is where his game has taken the biggest jump.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, Coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. And here we go. Fast break. Wagner's got it.
Wagner's showing you how you can get out and run in the transition game.
Knicks trail by 3. Towns a screen on Suggs. Here's Bridges. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Wagner drives in, and good that time. Wagner's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Wagner's teammates encourage him to attack the rim. They love to see him be aggressive. Given these results, you can understand why that's the case.
Going inside, and stolen by Wagner. A 3 from Banchero. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Hart the pass to Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Banchero kicks to Wagner. Banchero is screened for Wagner. There's the drive. Out to Carter. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Down low, stolen by Carter. 3 on 3. Wagner on the wing, defended by Hart. Wagner passes to Suggs. To the inside. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
No margin for error that time. Big time slam from big man Carter Jr.
Bridges double team. Outside Robinson. And he gets it to go.
Assisted by Mikal.
Magic leading by 3. Banchero outside. A 3-pointer, no good. Anunoby finds Hart. Towns, a screen on Bain. It's stolen by Banchero. A shot missing. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Magic lead by 3. After this break, we'll be back with... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Anunoby out there with Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Robinson in at the 5. And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Towns, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
And that one, good.
Towns is so dangerous in the paint. He's got the ability to just muscle through most any defense.
That one goes. Count it.
And you can tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Bain against Hart. Bridges, right side. Here's Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
Kicks it out to Banchero. Carries it from three-point range. Banchero's got his first 3 points of the game.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Robinson down low. Defended by Carter. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Magic leading by 4. To the middle. And then Carter with the jam.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
For New York, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. The kick out to Town. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 6 points for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Not much you can do to stop his J when Towns gets into the rhythm.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Pass to Banchero. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries. And spacing is so vital. But Clark, talk about vertical spacing.
You know, Kevin, that speaks to the ability to play in space above the rim. Think about the roller in the pick and roll situation, being able to go above the defense to finish a lob. Those are tough plays for defenses to stop. Helping in recovering and elevating to stop a well-timed lob, that's a real challenge for the defense.
Anunoby with the screen for Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Anunoby with it. Picked up by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Here's Towns. Franz Wagner grabs the miss. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Hart. Right side Towns. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Orlando.
Coming onto the floor for Orlando.
58 seconds left in the second quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob.
Basket counts.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Robinson misses. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. The three from Banchero. Idadze. That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero.
The ability to pass like that will be a must as Banchero's career goes on.
Bridges. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And Banchero, here we go. And finished off by Banchero.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something specific.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And so it's Orlando with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from Wendell Carter in this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Richardson is out there with Black. Then there's Mo Wagner. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's De Silva in at the three spot. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Knicks trail by 12. And Clark the Magic with two good wings in Banchero and Wagner.
Yeah, they certainly have two of the better young wings in the league. Both forwards are outstanding at both ends of the floor. You know, it'd be kind of like a college football team with two gigantic tight ends. I mean, they're a physical duo, and that makes them formidable in every way.
Wagner as screen on Brunson. Here's Isaac, and that one drops for him.
Well, you look at Isaac. He's got a nice ability now to finish inside. Very impressive.
Yabusele setting a screen for Clarkson. Count it, good.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
Here's Dadier and the powerful one-handed slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Down low, stolen by Brunson. Here's Dadier. Brunson, right side. Pass to Hukporti, off his foot, and the ref saying he kicked. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Brunson. Black grabs the board. Magic leading by 8. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
He takes it in. Clock at 6. Richardson for 3.
You know, this is why Clarkson can be a bit of a big tease defensively. I mean, he has all the tools to shut guys down.
Brunson outside. And it's sent back by Isaac. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And Isaac throws it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And Yabusele wide open, and he shoots. And the three ball is good. Yabusele's got 5 points so far. Here's Black. Brunson covering. Black kicks to Isaac. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Now Black. Scoreless thus far. A minute 20 left to play here in the third.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Here's Isaac. And it's good, 2 points. He's got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Inside, here's Huckworthy. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And stolen by Wagner. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Richardson gets a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Knicks trail by 7. Brunson barreling in. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. The third quarter comes to a close. Orlando out in front, up by 7. Joe? Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Magic leading by 7 on the court for the Knicks. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Bridges in at the point guard position. Robinson a screen on Suggs. Bridges dishes to Robinson. It's stolen by Carter. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Magic lead by 12. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Magic.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping past lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
But when you watch Franz Wagner, Clark, what impresses you about the young forward?
His versatility and his motor are probably the two things that stand out. He does a lot of good things at both ends of the floor. And then you factor in, he takes great pride in playing the game, particularly when playing for his country and representing Germany. In 2023, when Germany played at the World Championship, he and his brother Mo were part of the winning team.
Towns finds Robinson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. That free throw, no good. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip. And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
And stolen by Wagner. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. A free throw drops for Suggs. Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
6 to shoot. Banchero is screened for Wagner.
Wagner's a forward that has a lot of ability. I mean, he does everything. He can score, rebound, and move well without the rock, too. His versatility, impressive.
Franz Wagner.
Both free throws good from Wagner. Knicks trail by 18. Carter finds Wagner. The three. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They need this. And the dunk by Towns.
And no help on that one. Towns, long strides, and all the way to the rack. Way to go, big fella.
Here's Banchero. Now Carter plays it in off the window.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Bridges against Suggs. Anunoby is screen on Banchero. Outside Anunoby. Now Robinson. Now here's Anunoby.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Suggs looking around. Bain sets the screen for Suggs. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
From deep. And there's Bain. That's good on the assist by Carter. And the Magic lead by 19. Here's Towns. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Now Carter. Towns with the rebound. 1:44 left in the game. Anunoby. Another chance. And he figures it out with the lay-in.
That's why you go after every rebound. You might just get yourself a bucket in the process.
Anunoby against Suggs. Here's Banchero. Towns with the steal.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Magic.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Wendell Carter.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA, offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
We often see Paolo Banchero with the ball late in the shot clock, Clark, and he usually delivers.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you shut off his dribble drive and then you seal off the retreat. And because he's so strong and good with the ball, he can bump you and get into the spot he wants to. He's got great power, and he's really a good finisher around the goal, too.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Let's lose a three. Banchero vacuums it in. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul.
Second personal foul.
So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. No good. And it's Orlando's ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes
On the backcourts, Richard, both teams have outstanding guard play.
Yeah, and that means we should see some creative offense. Expect good ball movement, but either team, when they have a chance to push it, they will.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. Paul George out there with Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Edwards. And it's Oubre in at the 4. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's George. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, great touch from PG-13. That's just pro right there.
Here's Wagner. What a terrific move that is.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Well, the rise of Tyrese Maxey has been fun. What do you think makes him such an exciting player, RJ?
Oh, it's his speed and tenacity for sure. He might be the quickest guard in the league right now. And in addition, he's also become an absolute knockdown shooter.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs? Getting off the floor with such ease. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Now here's Suggs. And it's blocked by Embiid. They get it back. Here's Wagner. Soft touch off the glass. Wagner's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, Wagner staying active and cashing in on the second chance. Just a heads-up play.
Outside Edwards. Oubre, a screen on Bain. Outside Oubre. And he dunks it down.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. I asked him what he told his guys before going up against Joel Embiid, and he said, quote, I told them to get into him. Always get a hand up and do your best to guard without fouling. Embiid excels at baiting defenders, but we can't afford to give him 3 points at the line. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10" wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Oubre inside. He's covered by Suggs. And there's Oubre. That one's good. On the assist by George.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And Wagner gets it to go.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Outside Edwards. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot. The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Suggs. Banchero right side. The 3 is up. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Edwards. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Edwards has got 6.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Bain. It's hauled in by Oubre.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Embiid, good.
So much strength from Embiid. It would take a special defender to slow him down.
Edwards against Wagner. And Carroll with a screen on Edwards. Here's Wagner. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Here's Maxey. The rebound by Carter.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
The slashing Wagner. So adept at carving his way inside.
George left side. 23 seconds left in the opening quarter. Misses in close. Here's Wagner to the inside. And Embiid with the block. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Back to Edwards. Pass to Oubre. Over Wagner. They get it back. Here's Embiid. Lays it up and banks it in.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Sixers ahead. They lead by 4. And back to the start of this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. And it's Carter in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
6 on the shot clock. Wagner against Oubre. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. Banchero's got his first points of the game.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
George for 3, and it's Bane with the rebound. The Magic have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Banchero finds Carter. Oh, he goes back with the dunk right over Joel Embiid.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Wagner, the pass to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Back to you guys.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. And the foul called on Paul George.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Well, when you think about how the game has evolved in recent years, RJ, the role of the big man might have changed the most.
Who knew threes and assists would become a key stat for 7-footers? But I will say, size helps. You cannot teach tall.
76ers trail by 6. Now Suggs. Pass to Carter. He shoots a 3. Buries it from 3. Carter's got 7 points here in the quarter. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Magic?
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Yeah, I also like how they've immediately gotten out in transition. They came to run, and we'll see if they can keep it up.
Here's Banchero. The wide open shot is on the money. Banchero's got 6.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Maxey, and it's Orlando with a rebound. Banchero's got 4 rebounds in the game. RJ, it was a wild year in Philadelphia. They used 30 players last season.
Third most for a team in league history. They set a record for different starting lineups with over 50 combinations. They're hoping for a little bit more consistency this year.
So it's Philadelphia now. 11-point game. And George launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Suggs. Clock at 6. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
So cunning and effective in screen and rolls. I really like watching Suggs operate in these sets.
Here's George. Orlando with a rebound. In transition, the Magic on the run. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Stolen by Bane. Banchero to the hoop. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
The disruptive defense from Bane keyed that break.
Pass to Embiid. Looking to win the run. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Puts up a deep 3. Kept alive by Orlando. Suggs outside. Jacks up a 3. And so it's Orlando leading by 17 at the end of the period. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Franz Wagner has been sensational.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. They've got Quentin Grimes. Trendon Watford is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Jared McCain, and it's Walker in at the 3. Here's McCain, and it's blocked by Isaac.
Yeah, great length from Isaac. He gets the hand up, gets a piece using that big wingspan.
Orlando on D. A 17-point lead, their biggest. The kick out to Walker. Misses the 3. And the Magic shooting incredibly well. 63% and really making their shots count. Here's Isaac. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
Inside the paint, Isaac is a pro, using his size to get himself a high percentage look.
Grimes into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Grimes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Grimes, the pass to Drummond. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to draw Drummond as my assignment inside. You body him up, hack him, it still has no effect on him. No debate there. He got hammered.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. Good on both. 76ers trail by 19. Well, Richard, the Sixers with a lot of money tied up in Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid.
Ooh, that's not a lot of flexibility. They need those guys to be healthy and contribute. The talent is there, but it also has to be about the availability.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
The kick out to Richardson. Here's the teardrop. Yep, that one goes. And the Magic lead by 21.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Picked his pocket. Gets stolen by Isaac. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Grimes' shot is off. Magic leading by 19. Pass to De Silva. The 3 ball. They get it back. Here's Black. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Black's got 6 in the quarter.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Walker passes to Grimes. Here's Watford. Drummond inside. Wagner's on him. Here's Grimes. And it's blocked by Isaac. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's going to go on Andre Drummond.
And good effort from Isaac inside the paint. Just refusing to back off and getting fouled.
That one misses. 76ers trail by 21. Here's Walker. Here's McCain. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Black's got 8 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Such a wide open look.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
50 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Black. Pass to Isaac. Banked it in off the glass. Isaac's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
McCain drives in, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
76ers trail by 21. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. It's hauled in by Isaac. The Magic have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Orlando with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the 5. That's who's out there for Orlando. Wagner for 3. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Yeah, Wagner just keeps going at them. He's in the zone right now.
And it's Maxey missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Wagner outside. Oubre with a steal.
Nice job by George to get out, run, and complete the break.
Orlando leading by 22. Here's Wagner. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Oubre's got 5 rebounds in the game. 3-pointer Embiid. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Maxey. Edwards, the pass to Oubre. Goes up again. Orlando with the rebound.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked. I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
George, no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Nice move. And Orlando tacks on 2 more. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Down low. Here's Edwards. Philadelphia with another miss. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Picked by Carter. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Carter.
They're using his frame to set a big pick. Carter effectively disrupts the defense.
Embiid can't hit. The Magic have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Bain. It's deflected. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. Up top, Suggs. George defending. Launches it from deep. Suggs, no good. Philadelphia's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wagner.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively. This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Here's Carter, and Embiid with the block.
Yeah, defensively, Embiid can take over a game with his reach. Big block from him there.
Shot clock at 6. Payne, no good. 1:37 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's George. Orlando grabs the miss.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Magic.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Paolo Banchero.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
For 3, George. He drops it from range.
They're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown.
Here's Suggs. The kick out to Banchero. This one for 3. The rebound by Embiid.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Here's Wagner. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.